listening to the ENT Radio Podcast with your host Kennedy.
Yo, what's up? You are listening to the ENT Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Kennedy, and it is episode 508. How are all of you doing today? Before we begin the episode, just want to let everyone know from the Japan Meteorological Agency, there is an excessive heat warning. There's going to be, well, as it has been in the last few days, heat stroke alert for the Tokyo area and the Izu Islands. Temperatures are expected to be extremely high today in the Tokyo area and the Izu Islands, making it dangerously hot and making people susceptible to heat stroke. So please take action to prevent heat stroke. Currently, right now, it is 35 degrees Celsius with a humidity of 50%. So, yes, it's a hot afternoon right now. But hopefully a lot of you are just chilling next to the AC or getting some cool air somewhere. And just remember, drink a lot of liquids. So, yeah, it is going to be a hot one today. So, one of the coolest things that happened just recently on Music Station, just hours ago, or actually more than hours ago, it was yesterday, was the Music Station appearance of AKB48. But what was interesting is that we saw former AKB48 members Maeda Atsuko and Takahashi Minami and Kojima Haruna and Sashihara Rino appear. And they all performed with the current AKB48 members of Everyday Kachusa. So I thought that was pretty awesome that they got together. Man, you know, one of the things that it's hard to believe that I think a lot of us who were into were listening to AKB48 at the time, just remember of how powerful that group was with their music. I mean, I absolutely loved AKB48. My first foray into it was when, actually, before they became popular, Sony Music wanted me to check out this new idol group. And you know, they supplied me their first CD to talk about it on ENT Radio. And following after that, of course, the Anime Expo appearance of AKB48, and then, of course, the string of hits that they would release for many years to come. And it was just going on strong. I mean, I love this group so much that I actually own an AKB48 pachinko machine. It's a surprise 2012 AKB48. It's probably one of the best pachinko machines to own. When it was being sold, I just said, oh my gosh, should I pick one up? I think it was like, it was close to about, at the time, about 5,000, about 50,000 yen. So about $500 USD at the time when the economy was doing really well in Japan. But yeah, I had to pick it up, and I just remembered just like, hey, the idea of playing this pachinko without having to pay anything, because you get this key and it's pre-configured. So usually what they do is that with pachinkos is once they get rid of them, they get new versions. They either take the electronics to make something else, or they sell them. And for me, I was very fortunate to get one for myself, and me and a friend got one. So I know that not everyone wanted to spend that much, but I think we were like, oh, what the hell? Let's just do it. I think actually maybe we got a little cheaper, because I think we got a special deal on it, now that I think about it. So maybe it was a little over 30,000 yen, but it was a heavy thing to ship. So yeah, I'm sure it was quite a bit. I don't remember too much, but I just remembered of how how I love this group, and it was pretty much with the Kami 7, of course, and for me, once those members started to leave, that's when I knew, you know what, it's not going to be the same anymore. And I think if anything, I just said, let's pass the torch to the new generation, and for those new generations of fans, hopefully they continue to follow. But at the same time, of course, the rivalry with Nogizaka 46 happened, and next thing you know, I became more of a 46 fan. And I think right now, I still follow all of the groups because, we kind of have to in promoting the artists and the music. But there are so many idol groups now that I think you kind of have different styles of idol music. And I think it depends what you're really into. If you really like that like sweet style, or if you want something more rockish, there's so many different groups out there. And for the most part, I think back, and I think those were good times. I think the Morning Musume years, AKB48 years, Momoiro Clover Z years, and of course there was like there was the Baby Metal and so forth. There's just so many different groups out there, and so many idol groups that I had a chance to see live, and also to promote and interview. So I just remembered that throughout the years, I think everyone has their sort of idols that they grew up with, and I think that still continues to be strong to this very day. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break, but before we take that break, let's go ahead and listen to Just That Every Day from Yuri, from Yuli Audio Craft. Here we go.
ならないインターホン動かないタイムライン 探してる限られた時誇れるように世界は何かわからぬままいらないものばかり探してる過ぎてく
空で乱す感動を飛ばしてBPL 動きに乗ってゴリゴリ楽しい曲より数える噂が広まるまた見る誰かまで本当はあなたに届けるありがとうそれだけそれだけそれだけフォロワーエゴさん届けてよ恋のハイファイ君の言葉心揺れる想い僕らをつないで Wi-Fi フォロワーエゴさん届けてよ恋のハイファイ君の言葉心揺れる想い僕らをつないで Wi-Fi 朝までフォロワーエゴさんみんなで声に出して乾杯今日はフォロワーエゴさんみんなで声に出して乾杯好きなもの行きたいなことが溢れてるこの場所で待ち合う先でいた夜から変えて好きなもの伝える好きなもの鳥が見えるから僕らも繋いでいて Wi-Fi
And that was Nayuta featuring Flehmann with the song Followers Egosity equals Ufufu. And that ended our 444. Kicking off earlier was the artist Yuri from Yuli Audio Craft. The song was titled Just That Every Day, which was followed by the song Stranger, featuring a collaboration with Ayaco and Gooset, and then Sentimental Mellow. So that one was by Okeda number 2. Okay, everyone, we're going to take a break, and we'll catch up with Japanese entertainment news. Want to meet up with many people, maybe for conversation, hanging out at a pub, going to an outdoor picnic, or to the beach, or to party it up at a pub, definitely check out Welcome Tokyo. I have used Welcome Tokyo for many years and have met many amazing people from their events. And if you're wanting a new connection, a new opportunity, or a new experience in Tokyo, check out Welcome Tokyo at www.welcometokyoevents.com. That's www.welcometokyoevents.com. Check it out.
Back to JN Radio with your host, Kennedy.
It's a beautiful wave.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the JN Radio Podcast, episode 508. It's a hot day today. Again, everyone, please drink your water, drink your liquids, keep cool. So let's go ahead and kick off with an announcement that there's no escaping this melody. FRAM, Asaka, and Imai Asami have been selected to perform the theme song for the horror game Corpse Party 2 Darkness Distortion. Anytone, which is based in Meguro, is pleased to announce that the theme song for the horror game Corpse Party 2 Darkness Distortion will be performed by 3 artists, FRAM, Asaka, and Imai Asami. Corpse Party 2 Darkness Distortion, a horror game for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, will be released this year, of course. 3 artists that will be performing, as mentioned, is FRAM, lyrics by Imai Asami, composer is FRAM, arrangement is AB, but the opening theme, the ending theme by Asaka, and the grand ending theme by Imai Asami, who has previously sung the theme songs for the Corpse Party series. So it's all good. I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah. The idol group Appare will hold their first new member audition in about 6 years. The next stage, Full Power Contagious, broadcast begins on ABEMA on Friday, August 29th, 2025. Many former members of the popular groups will be appearing. So this audition, courtesy of the Playte Incorporated, Victor Entertainment Incorporated, the Audio Production Committee will begin broadcasting the next stage. Full Power is Contagious, a close-up program on Appare's new member auditions and programs aimed at the group's growth on the new future television channel ABEMA from Friday, August 29, 2025. Ahead of the premiere, the official program website will be launched on Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, and content will be made available to viewers. The latest official visuals were released on the same day, which I'm showing right now. Appare began accepting auditions for new members on Saturday, April 26. This is the first time they have recruited a new member in about 6 years since Hashimoto Ami joined in 2020. Appare, which will celebrate its 9th anniversary in July 2025, is a female idol group that has garnered support with its passionate, overwhelming performances and unifying live shows. Next stage, Full Power is Contagious, is based on the concept of Full Power is Contagious and various missions that will be carried out to welcome members who are aiming for even greater heights as idols and to reach their next stage at Yokohama Arena. Former members of popular groups and members of ABEMA's Kyosuki ni Naremashita will be enthusiastically participating. So that is pretty cool. I'll have details down below where you can get more information on this upcoming event and also for Appare. So, awesome. Celebrating the 32nd anniversary of his major debut, a special listening party featuring Saito Kazuyoshi will be held at the AWA Lounge. AWA is a subscription-based music streaming service operated by AWA, headquartered in Minato. Will be hosting a listening party featuring Saito Kazuyoshi's listening party from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Monday, August 25th, in the AWA Lounge, an online space open for the public for free. This event will be held on August 25th, the day of Saito Kazuyoshi's major label debut, to commemorate the 32nd anniversary of his debut, and will feature a live broadcast of all of his previous songs. Anyone can join the AWA Lounge for free, and those who download the AWA app in advance can enjoy even more, including requests and chatting. And yeah, this dude is awesome. He, I think if anything, the song Aruite Kaereru, Let's Walk Home, is definitely a song that I absolutely love. In fact, that was probably one, that song was enough for me to buy his albums, and I've been listening to his music for a long time. I think I first discovered his music, I think it was Terrace House, for those of you who remember that reality TV show. If you are a fan of i-dle, the new name for those of you who are familiar with the K-pop group i-dle, i-dle Japan Tour Rakuten ticket second advance lottery applications have begun. Well, it has not begun yet. It opens at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, August 26th. So definitely, if you want to see i-dle, definitely you want to go ahead and prepare for that advanced sale. i-dle has started accepting second advance ticket lottery applications on Rakuten for the group's first ever Japan tour. The concerts will begin on Saturday, October 4th and Sunday, October 5th, 2025 at Saitama Super Arena in Saitama, and will continue in two cities, Glion Arena Kobe in Hyogo on Saturday, October 18th and Sunday, October 19th. Applications for Rakuten's Ticket Second Advance Sale Lottery will be accepted from 6 p.m. on Tuesday, August 26, 2025 to 11:59 p.m. on Monday, September 1st, 2025. Following from the first advanced sale, many applications are expected, so definitely want to check it out. Additionally, advanced ticket applications for overseas fans are still being accepted through trip.com from 6 p.m. on Tuesday, August 5th, until 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, September 10th, allowing overseas fans to purchase tickets and to watch in Japan. Awesome. i-dle will perform at Japan's largest music festival, Summer Sonic. Well, they did that already on August 16th and 17th, where they delivered a flawless performance to many audience members who participated and attended. They are scheduled to release their first EP, i-dle Japan, on October 3rd. And this is definitely going to be exciting. I've watched them perform live before. I think was it last year, I believe. But yeah, Saitama Super Arena, October 4th and 5th. So I think that's going to be very exciting. I'll have more details again down below, so check that out. But yeah, pretty awesome news there. Are you a big fan of Chopper from One Piece? Well, for all Chopper lovers, they're all gathering at the first anniversary of the opening of One Piece Mugiwara store, Harajuku. There will be lots of new products and events. The One Piece Mugiwara store is an official merchandise store that sells a variety of One Piece goods, including limited items that can only be purchased at that store. On August 23rd, Saturday, today, marks the anniversary of the opening of One Piece Mugiwara store Harajuku. So if you are a fan of Chopper, definitely check out the merchandise and events, and also first anniversary content. So you will be able to find an original well, first of all, this right here that you see, this image is the first anniversary Harajuku Chopper by character designer Matsuda Midori of the TV anime series for One Piece. Created by that character designer. Awesome. It's a cute collaboration with colorful and pop feel that's characteristic of Harajuku. There will be a Harajuku Chopper figure that you definitely want to check out. Let me see if I can show that image. But yeah, to commemorate the first anniversary, Harajuku Chopper, who can be found inside One Piece Mugiwara store Harajuku, has finally been made into a figure. Customers who purchase from the One Piece Mugiwara store online will receive an acrylic stand featuring the first anniversary visual of Harajuku Chopper on a first come first served basis. But yeah, this is going to be cool. The product will be, let's see here, the online store will be releasing the product on Friday, August 29th at around 1 p.m. But there's going to be a lot of anniversary goods. My goodness. Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now, and it's pretty, there's a whole lot of stuff. I was going to say it's intense, but yeah, you got a lot of stuff right there if you are a Chopper fan. So that's pretty cool. A big reminder that the Shinkalion series 10th anniversary is currently being celebrated on YouTube, with all 3 Shinkalion series titles being streamed all at once. The third installment, the third season of the TV anime series, Shinkalion Changed the World, is streaming from 12 o'clock on Monday, August 18th to 20 o'clock. That's about, 8 o'clock? 8 p.m. On Sunday, August 31st. So it's definitely limited, so you definitely want to check out the website. Definitely before they pull it down. But yeah, that's pretty cool. 10th anniversary for all series to be shown on YouTube. So that's a plus. Again, it's in Japanese though, but I'm sure some of you will probably get by with the auto translate by English on YouTube. But Shinkalion, what can I say about that series? Very popular. I guess you could say, think Transformers, but using Japanese trains. And it has, one thing that I can say for Takara Tomy, it's a very popular line for them. They also have the Transformers series. But Shinkalion is very popular for the fact that, again, you got Shinkansen and other popular trains throughout Japan being featured on the anime series. But it goes to show that also in terms of the toys, that there's a change, there's a shift. I guess what you can say is that the demographic, the target demographic, you all heard about how the birth rate in Japan is shrinking and not enough families want to have children, or not enough couples want to have children, that is. And what's happening is that toy companies, they're having a challenging time because in this case, for the trains, the Plarail, the plastic trains, has always been the popular trains for kids and collectors. But now, as the shrinking demographic for children comes to play, you're seeing more children more interested in Shinkalion and also the Thomas the Train releases. But the actual trains itself, it's mainly the adult collectors, those who grew up with it, that are more interested in those type of train related toys. Or these enthusiasts, these train enthusiasts, you got your Plarail, you got your Plarail New Class, which is came out about 2 years ago, but it's focused on adult collectors who just want to spend under $70, I guess you could say, or $50 USD, 700 yen, that is. But then you have the N gauge and the HO gauge of those who actually want to want trains via collectibles. And then you have the video game collectors who rather play train games on their Nintendo Switch or their on Steam via PC. So times have changed, and I think the Shinkalion series definitely shows that there are young and adult collectors who are definitely into the toy line, and of course the anime series, which is very popular. So yeah, definitely check out the YouTube channel. I'll have it down below. You can watch all the series being streamed at once this summer. And yeah, you could check out the third season of the TV anime series Shinkalion Changed the World, which I believe started, 2024, right? So that one will be up from August 18th through August 31st, so you still have time to watch. Granted, I'm not sure if you can catch up with all 39 episodes, but again, it's in Japanese, but you should have no problems. While the subtitles are in Japanese, there is an auto-translate. You could change it to English. It's not going to be perfect, but I feel that a lot of you will get the gist of the storyline. Not that hard to follow. But at the same time, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And to end things for this episode, Godzilla Enoshima Aquarium 70th Anniversary Special Event, Godzilla versus Enoshima, the Great Enoshima Aquarium Monster Battle, will be held. So this event is going to be starting on Saturday, October 24th, 2025. Details will be announced in early September 2025. But yeah, what we know so far about this event, October 4th through November 17th, from 9 o'clock to 1700, they will have this this major event at the Enoshima Aquarium, Fujisawa City, and Shonan Enoshima area, Enoshima Island, Enoshima Shrine, Enoshima Cave, Enoshima Samuel Garden, and Enoshima Sea Candle. So this is co-hosted by Enoshima Aquarium, Fujisawa City Tourism Association, Enoshima Electric Railway, Shonan Monorail. So this is going to be a cool event. If anything, if you're going to go to Enoshima Island, I can just say it's a wonderful experience. Definitely try the food. Just enjoy the island itself. But there is one thing I do have to say if you do plan to go to this event. Make sure you have your good shoes on and make sure you are ready to go uphill, because to get to a lot of these major areas in Enoshima requires a lot of stair climbing. And this is something where I see a lot of people going and they bring their elderly grandparents or anything, and a lot of them are just huffing and puffing, and it's just, for a lot of people who are not healthy, it could be quite a bit of a workout. So just remember, Enoshima Island, wonderful place to visit. But if you really want to enjoy the entire island, expect to go through inclines just to get to certain areas. You do have to go through a lot of stairs, stair climbing. So definitely do some stair climbing before you go there. Get a workout going, because you're gonna be tired. Okay, and before we go, I just have to say that the announced dates for the upcoming Ikebukuro Halloween Cosplay Festival 2025 has been announced, and it'll be October 24th, 25th, and 26th. That's 3 days. That is impressive. When I first started covering this event, it used to be just 2 days, usually just a Saturday and a Sunday. But the fact that they're adding a third day, that's pretty impressive. But this event has just grown to the point where people from all over the world are traveling to Ikebukuro to take part in the cosplay parade and so forth. Back then, they would have festivities, right? And it would be streamed on Nico Nico, or and it's still going to be featured on Nico Nico. But part of the big thing was the Halloween aspect of it. You had a parade. You see everyone in their costumes, but after, that's where you have all the fun, because you get to meet all the cosplayers, take photos if you want. And then also take part in Halloween. I think I'm gonna be flat out truthful. When it came to Halloween, everyone talks about Shibuya, because everyone goes to Shibuya. It's so crowded. It's everyone wants to see and experience that craziness. And I'm gonna tell you, it's while Shibuya is like being a sardine, like being a person, just you feel like you can't even move, you're going to be crushed. That's how bad it can get. But after what happened in 2019, the Shibuya ward and the police, they really have been on it to crack down and make sure there are no people celebrating, because there has been problems with trash, and also people really getting rowdy and almost causing a riot, where they're flipping over cars and doing really stupid stuff. I was actually in Shibuya, covering the I guess you could say the Halloween festivities, but at the time it was raining, but still there was a lot of people there. And my feeling was, wow, this is getting crowded. If you need to get home, it's going to take a long time, because there's just way too many people. And if you are in one area, you can't even get to another area, because the place is so congested. So my recommendation, if you have to go to a Halloween event in Tokyo, this is it. There is another one in Harajuku, but that one's more family based, with a lot of children. And I have you could look it up in our past episodes of the JN Radio podcast, where I actually streamed live from that. But this one I also streamed live It's just a place that the 2 days that I went, it was just exciting. It was a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people, and it was so incredible because really there's people that went out of their way to make me feel comfortable, and giving me candy and everything, and just the people you meet. I think it's just, and everyone in costume, it's just so fun. It's hard to describe, but I'll tell you this, is that of all the Halloween events that I've been to, and I know there's a big one, Miyazaki, in Kanagawa Prefecture, but I'm just talking about Tokyo. This is probably one of the best events you could attend. And definitely check out the website. I'll have everything down below. If you are traveling to Tokyo during the Halloween time, October 24th, the 25th, and 26th, 3 days at Ikebukuro, Sunshine City. It's going to be incredible, so definitely check it out. Okay, everyone, you all take care, and I will see you later. Again, stay cool, stay fresh, drink a lot of water, and yeah, you all take care. I'll see you later. Wink, wink. And
Follow the J. ラジオポッドキャスト on YouTube and also visit Kennedy on YouTube. For Japanese Entertainment News, please visit neotokyo09.com. See you next time. Bye bye.